$64,64,83, but there hasn't been any disbursements for this year, so I was just wondering how that's going to be rectified.
That's actually the cash control you're looking at. Your funds are the statement B that tells how much money you have in your account.
But isn't that still the same though? I mean, why would they be different on different pages?
Because the statement B,
It's still the same, Sherry, on the next page. It's still 64,64,83 on both pages.
I'm sorry, I missed something. Where did you see 8,200?
It was in one of the prior meetings in my allotment for law enforcement, and I brought it up at the...
Allotment?
Well,
I mean, the budgeted amount for the year?
Yeah, my budget will. Yes.
your budgeted amount. But I went back and I looked at the,
I guess I'm questioning, well, why the amount dropped from, it was either $8,200 or $8,400 in one report, and then the next month it was down to $64,64, and it stayed there. So I was just wondering.
All right, unless you can show that to me right now, I can't really speak to that because I don't know what that is. But we certainly can look at it afterwards.
Okay. And we can put it on new business or old business for next time and address it. I'll have all of my ducks in a row and find all the information.
There shouldn't be, correct me if I'm wrong, Sherry, but the beginning balance for the year should be what's in the account, because I don't believe we've had any expenses or income for law enforcement, correct?
right, this is what it's been since the beginning.
In the beginning balance for the law enforcement fund was the $6,464.83.
No, there was one meeting when it was 82 or 8,400, and I've already brought it up once, and you weren't here, so it wasn't addressed that
Do you
night.
think it could have been a typo, 84
I
versus
think
64?
it's a typo because I'm looking at.
I mean, not a typo, but a blurred on the print.
Here's the stuff from the annual meeting.
I mean, it wouldn't be a typo, because these are printed out of CTAS. But I mean, is it a blurring of the print there or something?
No, it wasn't a blurring of the print,
Okay.
but, we'll just take care of it at the end of the month. It's not the end of the world. There's no disbursements, so there's,
Julie, okay, look, that's what is the figure that was given in March.
but that's not what I had in here.
Yeah, I understand that, but that's what makes me wonder if it's a typo because it is that number back in March.
Sure.
So-
We'll check into that, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, so.
I want to correct, just so people know too, I want to make this distinction so we're clear. It wouldn't be a typo, it might be a blurring of the ink or something on the print, because all these forms, the monetary forms, they're all printed off our CTAS program. So that data is in there and it prints out what it is. So. And that fund has not had any income or expenses for the whole year, so should be the same.
And that's the only reason why I'm questioning things so much.
Correspondence.
We actually have 9 total. From Minnesota DNR, letter and posters on invasive species. You'll notice the posters out there in the hallway. From Ganesa Community, their newsletter. From DAT, the meetings from May 21st of this year. From St. Louis County Planning, a variance request for Lynn Berquist at 6925 Bear Island Road. This is for a setback on a deck roof, which is over a bluff. From Hughes Plumbing, there's a proposal and contract work for work on the hall and outside that is actually under A of new business, or old business. Okay. From the University of Minnesota Extension, notification of wood ash application for Steve Kineski. From Ellers and Associates, a regular update on the refunding of existing bonds, and there is no reason to do that at this time in their opinion. We received today a newsletter from Grand Lake and then emailed from Glenn Bergstrand a response to a query by the clerk on a form for the Fire Relief Association required by the state auditor. This was just something I had gotten in the state auditor's report and passed on to them for Fire Relief Association to make sure it had gotten done, and there is his response.
I have one question on the DAC meeting. It says that on the back of it that fredenberg's report said that, let's see, a new road department has been hired. Let's see, something about cemetery is to be landscaped and the road off of Pioneer Road repeat. Is that the cemetery road?
That was probably what I meant.
Okay.
That was not what I
That's
had
okay.
actually
I was
stated.
just curious.
It was more that the cemetery off the Pioneer Road had been built. They just confused
bills.
There is claim number 6237.
6237 was the one that we had done for the sledding highlights.
I make a motion, we accept claim number 6236, 6238 through 6252. It totals up $45,366.80.
Second.
We missed voucher 6253. What was that for? That's to bill for mileage.
I don't have it on mine. I amend that to 6253 then.
Working on different copies.
So they pull them all at 45,487.24. I have the wrong sheet here.
All those in favor of
Updated.
approving?
Can I get a copy of that? Is that the right
Thank
amount
you.
there?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Under reports. Clerk.
Summer months are usually slow for mailing things. Usually that's when we get all our building permits, but with the economy the way it is, it's been kind of slow. We have booked several events, however. Spent some time working on the cemetery records. Sold several of the Fredenberg history books. They're going fast, so please make sure you get your copy. Rich, in the basement,
Yeah.
I sold 5 of those in one afternoon. The fridge in the basement needs to be looked at or replaced. I did talk to Dave about this when we were at short course. I don't know if he's looked at it yet or not. Looking forward to the new version of CTAS. Some of the problems that we've been having with, especially with spacing and things, are going to be taken care of. And I need the turnarounds. These are the snowplow turnarounds. I've received ours here at the hall. And need to know what we're going to do with the one that was for Will Peterson.
What's that called?
We used to have a turnaround where Will Peterson's place
He's
was.
not talking to me. I thought you were looking at me.
So I don't know, I don't remember what we actually did last year, if it was the person further up the road that we did the turnaround with. Because I don't know who bought his place. I know they weren't there year round. But we probably need to get that settled before snow and find out who got it. That's it.
Roads. Woody.
Go report.
Yeah.
Okay. I checked the inventory road signs and found that we have no dead end signs available for us, so I contacted the clerk to have her put a letter into the county requesting that we get a dead end sign and a no public access sign for the Dahlberg Road, which is Township Road 5555. I met with the people that were dispensing the chloride on July 1st, 2nd, and 7th. All the township roads were graded prior to that, and the chloride has been administered to all of our roads. I think it worked out really good. I did some brushing around ahead of the road signs on the East Cook Lake, the Scobie, and the East Hunter Lake roads on July 11th. I was contacted by Robert Tekela on July 9th in reference to the East Island Beach road sign. I did not complete your wishes of putting a decal over the RD because I figured we need to somehow